Another thing you've played a lot of in your years, rock shuffles, double bass drum shuffles. A lot of people ask, should you start with the right? Should you start with the left? There's one tune you did with Whitesnake called Get Up that you did one of these grooves on. What's your approach to playing shuffles with the bass drums?
Yeah. Well, with Get Up, the body of it is pretty straight. It's just a single kick, and it's just an up-tempo shuffle. You know. And shuffles, for heavier shuffles, it's more of a triplet feel. Same figure, you know. And again, it's just an exercise that I did is it's boring, but it gives
works.
you a little bit a knowledge of going from a straight 16th to an 8th note triplet, you know,
Yeah.
and 16ths on the and I use that a lot in use that a lot in shuffle stuff. And again, it was just practicing those, you know, the 16th notes. This is all child's play in this time.
But still fundamentally important for...
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked for me when I was coming up, and there's some crazy, unearthly, supernatural stuff going on kick drums these days.
Yeah.
But all of it is still a single-stroke roll, the very first rudiment.
Yeah.
It's really tough to do multi-strokes on the kick drums because you're not going to get the rebound that'll take you to the really, you know, the real tempos, you know.
And when you're doing that, just on a technical standpoint, like are you burying the beater into the kick drum when you're doing that? Are you allowing the drum to, or the pedal to rebound? Anything
I'm not
specific?
burying the beater. I learned, and this came later on when I started playing before I started playing two bass drums, I just got a crazy hair and I put my hi-hat on the right side and my bass drum on my left foot and just learned to play a lot of the same patterns that way. Just trying to, no one said you should do that because I didn't have anyone guiding me, you know. It was just a crazy thing that I spent time in my drum room rehearsing on. And then when I went to two bass drums, a good friend of mine, we used to set our drums up in my practice room facing one another and we'd trade off licks.
Nice.
He was a really good drummer, but he lost interest. And I'm saying this is when I was a kid, 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
And so he lost interest and left his kit at my place, so I just pimped his bass drum and put it over here.
The rest is history.
Yeah, and so that's what I would do, and I would practice like doing a figure like... Just leading with the right foot, but it's really not that. The one is you're just resting on the one, and so you don't play the note on the 1, 2, 3, 5. Just far, and so I learned not to bury the beater on the left side because I wasn't doing it on the right.
Gotcha.
And now, in my rehearsal room at home, I have a double pedal on a single kick, and that's become useful for me because if you keep the right foot planted or buried in the head when you play the left one, it's going to change and vice versa. So I think it's probably a good rule of thumb because most guys are double bassing into oblivion with a single kick and a double pedal, you know, so you don't have to have two bass drums. And practically speaking, in the studio, I never use a double setup kit. It's always a single because it's one mic, one kick drum. Both bass drums sound exactly the same, but it is the same. And just for practical matters, setup and room space and stuff in your drum room, you know.
Yeah.